Today we're going to look at our identity and the relationship of the development of the ego with our state of mind and what we can do in order to draw ourselves more fully into the present and therefore have a happier life. Is not born with an ego. They're just a sensing being that's physically dependent on the parents. Right up until 6 to 9 months of age, if you place the baby's chest on your hand, the baby wouldn't have a spine that was strong enough to lift their legs and head at the same time. From around 9 months, the child is able to support its spine and you see the beginnings of the first back bend. This enables the child to become more independent and get more curious and explore things in life. In Western cultures, it's seen as very important for the child to develop a strong ego identification. And of course, this begins with gender. The child sees himself as separate from others, and his longings and her likes and dislikes and preferences will then be in line with this ego identification. Growing up involves collecting a tribe of others that are like me and keeping those outside the set who are not. And in some cases, of course, this can lead to extreme stereotyping and judgmentalism. Busy life then ensues, rushing around, pushing forward, building career and family, seemingly endless and never stopping. The physical manifestation of pushing ever more forwards in life manifests as an anterior tilt of the pelvis with lower limb knock-on effects, such as an internal rotation of the femur and pronation of the feet, as well as the centre of gravity being pushed forward. And of course, with the use of technology, we now see the tech head syndrome where the chin is forwards. This posture becomes set, and we refer to it in somatic yoga as the green light reflex, which I am relating to the way that we think that's also set in future focus and is green light consciousness. As we age, and life can tend to disappoint us and people hurt us, we begin to look back, sometimes with regret, and it's hard to let go of the mistakes of others and our own failings. There is a simple Zen story of 2 monks travelling. They aren't permitted to touch or talk to women, but when they get to a river, the older and the senior of the 2 sees a woman in great distress. He lifts her up and helps her across the river, gently putting her down the other side. The 2 monks walk their way in absolute silence until they get to the monastery, where the younger of the 2 challenges his senior and asks, "Why did you lift her up?" The junior monk is told, "I put the woman down the other side of the river. You have carried her all the rest of the way." This demonstrates how our inability to let go of stuff in life often clouds our judgment and our experience of reality, so that we no longer see things as they truly are, but as if we're wearing yellow-coloured sunglasses that taint absolutely all our experiences. This weighs heavy on our shoulders, and our thinking is clouded by negativity and obsession with the past. It manifests itself in the body with a stooped posture and rounded shoulders. The pelvis is posteriorly tilted or tucked under, and the gait becomes shuffling. In somatics, we refer to this as the red light reflex, and there's a conscious way of thinking which is firmly stuck in the past that goes with it. This links into Eckhart Tolle's distinction between clock time and psychological time. Clock time is objective reality, the stuff of calendars and meeting up for meditation and yoga classes. Without it, it would be difficult to negotiate as a culture. Psychological time, on the other hand, is subjective and malleable. It's about our recording of past events which become quite warped. It's about us living in the future, becoming, changing, striving into a future idealised self, and is very much nothing to do with reality. Can you, for instance, do something at this moment yesterday? Or can you do something at this moment tomorrow? The only thing that really exists is right here and now. Past memories and future plans in imagination aren't real. Taking time out to be fully present and particularly engaging in activities that bring you into your senses and balance the red and green light tendencies of the mind and the body can bring about great freedoms and help you to understand a self that's outside identity. The mind-made self, which is full of pressures and addictions.